I am Sooner, going to commentate here. I'm going to be waiting on the winner of this. So we've got Mr. 2 versus GenesisDC, S versus 9. S is really good in this version. You know, they buffed her quite a bit. 9's still really good, so, you know, it's kind of going to be a war of attrition. 9's got that special dash, so she actually can, you know, dash both forward and backwards. They're both invincible, and then she gets a second dash as well. So it can be really tough to try and pin her down. But S's fireballs are really good at, you know, just kind of controlling space. And then that's her drive moves. Her drives put out kind of a lingering, you know, almost kind of a trap kind of a thing, where they'll activate later and then hit. But 9 going in here, her whole thing is as her 3 normal buttons, A, B, and C, do different spells, so they charge different spells. So fire, water, and wind. I think wind's the third one. And then when she does different ones, she can actually release it depending on what the combo was before it, up to 3. So the big one is you'll see her drop a rock a lot. I believe that's fire, water, or something like that. So that's her big thing. It's an overhead. It's plus on block. It's a really useful move for her to have. So, and then all of her normals are massive projectile hitboxes, so she can be, you know, really control space well. She's definitely always been she's been one of the best characters in the game for the last for the last version of this. S's big thing, she's got big normals, you know, she's got good set play. Which you can see Mr. 2 trying to play there. That was a bad burst though. Sorry, I was just laying things out in that first round, but so here goes Mr. 2. Gonna get his S combo here. Didn't quite get the knockdown, so he wasn't able to get a good setup off of it. So they kind of go back to neutral here. So she gets the fire, walk, or the water, fire, whatever it is, drops the rock, gets her plus frames on it. It used to be even more. I think it's plus 6 now. It used to be like plus 11 or something like that. It was ridiculous. Well, she gets combos off it, as you can see. It's an overhead, so it's her main tool in a lot of matches. And GenesisDC 9 takes that first game. Alright, into the second game. If you notice, one of the nice things about this game is it actually re-randomizes stage and music, so you don't always end up with the same thing when you hit rematch. It's pretty nice. Alright, she goes for the overdrive, so she cancels guard into overdrive, but she's not able to get anything out of it. Sorry, the player's GenesisDC 9 is girl. So now Mr. 2 trying to apply his pressure, goes for the overhead, so he's able to Gatling out of it. Went for an instant overhead there as well, and then the DP gets beat up by Kunzite. There's the dash, so you see the second dash is still also invincible, so it's really hard to push her down. The only disadvantage her dash has is it's not invincible right away, so she can't backdash out of a meaty setup. But anywhere in neutral, you know, she can just start dashing around, and it's really difficult to try and pick her out of it. And there GenesisDC takes it. 9 also does have a DP. It's an interesting one. It's really slow, so you know, it's kind of a weird situation, and I believe it's safe on block as well. But it's really slow. Now Mr. 2 there with the instant overhead and gets the full corner carry. Finally gets his knockdown in the corner with good damage. Charges up. So S also has this sigil she can charge up. And then it powers up one of her next special moves. It's pretty difficult to deal with. It doesn't go away with time. You have to... she has to use it for it to go away, or you hit her. So now back to the neutral. And Mr. 2 with the low hit. And there's the powered up version of that. So he gets the full combo with it into super for the kill. 3.8k. Supers are really useful combo enders because they have minimum damage scaling and usually quite a lot. So You know, it's something where, at the end of a round, you can just use the super combo to kill. There's a lot of base going on right now. So this is a different one of 9 specials. Is the big meteors. Alright, he gets instant overhead. Doesn't get a lot. Wake up super for the kill. GenesisDC takes the second game as well. So GenesisDC controlling most of the matches right now, just using 9s, excellent normals and excellent specials to kind of get through. A couple opportunities Mr. 2 had. He was, had some good setups going for it, but he just hasn't been able to get a lot going through it. Trying for some frame traps with the fireballs as well. He can just be a real pain to try and catch 9. Even S has a lot of screen control with her sword normals, her big fireballs, but 9's just hard to pin down because of that dash. But he does, I don't think he punished it there. I don't think it's punishable, but GenesisDC had pressed a button, and then powered up DP gets a full combo and goes for the meaty 5D there. And then the super through the block string. Always useful to have a nice invincible super to get through things. Dashes through again. Now, he hits her as she was trying to get through the Kunzite. And then gets the instant overhead. The GenesisDC bursts. Now, he almost gets it. He's got the rock light out. He drops the combo from it, though. Might have been a little bit weird because of the counter hit to the air. Hit an RC to get it along to the other side. Overhead, trying for pressure. Good throw tack, and he's not quite able to take it. This is down to the wire, and Mr. 2 takes it with the double fireball. So that's one round for Mr. 2. GenesisDC looking to advance to grand finals in this game. Mr. 2 applying corner pressure. And back out. And trying to keep her in block stun. Good dead angle to get out of GenesisDC. Counter assaults, or whatever you want to call them in this game. Now he gets the combo here. Not able to do a lot because he didn't have the sigil charged up. And didn't want to spend the meter on an RC to try and carry it over. Overhead. Good throw tag, and then there's the rock. It's the overhead for her. Now, went for the reset there. Goes for some setup. And then back to neutral. Again, just dashing around. Ooh, he got caught on the tail end of it there, and then the full screen beam. Kick her in the head. Again, win through. Overdrive raid back. Ooh, what a smart, lucky moment there. He's able to overdrive himself, use the invincibility to get through the attempted punish from GenesisDC. Overdrive raid into something is the most useful when they're doing something with a lot of recovery on it, because you can cancel your block stun. They're still recovering. You can hit them. But Mr. 2 had clicked a button that didn't have as much recovery, so he was able to get his own overdrive out. Overdrives grant every character, of course, some special abilities, powers up a lot of their things. I believe S always gets her powered up versions of her things during it. 9, I'm not too sure what hers does. Now Mr. 2 trying to fight back in this round. He drops it. See, there's the DP, but it's safe on block. And I think it does some other stuff too, because she's got this fire around her, but I'm not particularly sure. Mr. 2 applying pressure. Good punish on that. He's gonna get the combo here. Can't quite finish. And then, ooh, not the invincible super that time. It was the full screen super, the big beam. There's another DP. And the low takes it. Alright, so to GenesisDC on match point. Taking through. Going for the setup again. Gets the blocks done. All the stuff on screen. Not quite out of range for that one. An overdrive from Mr. 2. He might have been expecting a burst or him to be closer, but a good combo. Wastes the overdrive time. Not quite all the way through. He's sitting on a perfect, but he loses it right as I say it. Now Mr. 2 gonna try to make this comeback. He gets the overhead this time, but not quite through. Instant overhead, overdrive right through. Back through, more instant overheads. Mr. 2 is about to get his burst back. Burst / overdrive. He gets the nice guard crush. And then get the knockdown. Set up with the... Just keeping it flying. GenesisDC gets the super out. And it kills. And GenesisDC takes the match. 3-1. Advances to Grand Finals, and it will be me going up against Mr. 2 there in Losers Finals. So I'll catch you later.